Hello, my name is Miss Partington and I'm the teacher of philosophy and ethics. In this topic, we will be discovering different beliefs and dispelling prejudices. The skills that you learn in philosophy and ethics are amazing skills that you will need in life. You will learn to become good listeners and thinkers. You will take a topic and you will evaluate it. You will question and debate the topic. And then with an informed decision, you will make your own mind up as to what you believe. In philosophy and ethics, we look at things in different ways. So we think outside of the box, outside of our own little world. We learn to be listening to other people and thinking and weighing up both sides of an argument before making their informed choice. In philosophy and ethics, we don't tell each other what to believe, and we don't tell them how they should live their lives. We respectfully explain the way we live, and we listen to the way they live, and then we share our opinions. On this next slide, it shows you a plethora of careers that you may need philosophy or a religious education for. Wherever you're working with people, you will need to have an understanding of them. You need to have an understanding of their faiths and their social backgrounds as well. So depending on what career choice you want, you will need a religious studies or a philosophy background to be able to help you. I spoke to Leonardo's recruitment office about where philosophy and religion stood in their recruitment process, and this is what they said. They said being able to evaluate differing opinions will help you to develop similar skills within their diverse company. By studying the ultimate questions of life, it gives you a good foundation of dealing with religious and moral issues. This skill in the world of work is invaluable. So what do we talk about in philosophy? We debate a lot of different topics and we really get into the nitty-gritty of these subjects. We talk about medical ethics. So we'll discuss whether it's okay to test on animals for the progression of science. We talk about addiction. What is it in the drugs or the situation that they find addictive? We talk about our own bodies and whether we get a choice in what happens with them. We talk about euthanasia, what happens at the end of life. And we also talk about abortion as well. So we weigh up all different types of arguments within those medical ethical issues. One of our topics as well is the effects of war. So we'll have a look at why. Why do people feel the need to fight other people? What happens to the victims of those people? The picture in the middle is the War Victims Monument. And the pictures in this statues are actual facial pictures of the children that died during the concentration camps during the war. Another picture is seeing a father trying to get away to safety with his children. Living in the United Kingdom, we've been very, very lucky. We haven't had to deal with anything like that. Can you imagine how scary that might be with people fighting around you and trying to flee with your family? Must be awful. We also talk about crime and punishment, where we enter into the age-old nature versus nurture debate. We have a look at serial killers and we try and figure out what makes them tick. Why did they do what they did? We have a look at their backgrounds. We go back into their childhoods and see if there's anything in there that we can use to be able to prevent other people from becoming serial killers. We talk about politics and law. We find out how laws are made. What is the process? We look at current affairs, what's happening in the world today. We are discussing the choices that our government have made regarding the COVID. We are discussing the fors and the against as well. So lots of different topics as they come up in the news, we will debate them as well. part of human nature is human rights. We all have human rights, and actually the amount of people who don't know what they are is quite phenomenal. So we have a look at human rights, and we have a look at the activists. We do a big project on a chosen activist, and we find out everything that we need to know about them. What was life like back in the time before they made the changes? What restrictions did they come up again? What prejudice did they have to deal with? And we try and figure out that with rights actually does come a responsibility. So you have a right, but you also have the responsibility to make sure that everybody else also has access to their rights as well. We question discoveries in science. We are questioning the COVID vaccination at the moment, and we are talking about those who are for the vaccination, and we are talking about those who are against. And actually, when we look at the science of it, we give you an informed choice to decide for yourselves, rather than listening to the media telling you that you should be doing this or you should be doing that. Here's the information. You make your own minds up with an informed decision. But most of all in philosophy and ethics, it's about having fun. It's having those debates in class. These pictures here are students that are talking about human rights and responsibilities, and they are debating by writing on the tables here. So they write their debates on the tables, and then they go to the next table and they put their points of view. So eventually we all have our own points of view, and then we can read those points of views and determine which one we agree with. And finally is a slide that one of my year 10 students wrote last year. She's now a year 11, ready to leave and go into the world of her career choice. And she says that philosophy and ethics broadens your understanding of people and helps you to see both sides of an argument. She goes on to say that class discussions give you an opportunity to see various issues from numerous perspectives. It's about finding out about our personal, cultural, and religious beliefs and understanding other people's beliefs as well. She says, Miss Partington encourages us to listen to advice from others, weigh it up, and then make your own informed choice. So I hope this has given you a little bit of a background as to what our topic is all about. Come and get involved. Thank you for listening.